G'day viewers, Sepp here. And what I've got today, I've got my 25 litre brass monkey fridge here. And I've been thinking, how would I power this up in the back of my car, plug it into a cigarette light socket, which most newer cars have, and how can I keep it going when you turn your car off? And I thought to myself, well, I could put a battery in under the bonnet, a second battery, a DC-DC controller, and a socket down the back at a cost of around $2,000. And I thought to myself, that's not cost effective. All I want to do is run my fridge in the back of my car, and when I turn the car off, I want it to keep running. I also want the battery that I use, I want to be able to charge it while the car's running. So, considering I've got 3 cars as well, and I do use this fridge in the 3 cars at various times, I've got to have something transportable, something I can lift out, put into another car and use it. So I've come up with this King's 36 amp hour power bank. So we're going to go have a bit of a look at it, and then we're going to connect it to the fridge, and we're going to a watt meter I've got as well. I'm going to see the amps it's going to draw and how long it will actually last running this fridge. Now it's got a hot day today, it's going to probably be 35, 36. It's already about 32 at the moment or thereabouts. I've got the fridge already down to its temperature with some bottles of water in it just to imitate how I would normally use it. But first of all, what I thought I'd do is just quickly show you this. So the way this works, like I said, it's 36 amp hours. The fridge on its maximum draw current draws 3.8 amp hours. That's when it's running all the time, so it'll be interesting to see how much it does actually draw over the various times of the day with the watt meter, as I've never done that before. So it has 2 outlets. These are your cigarette lighter sockets. There's 2 of them. There's one there. There's one there, and there's one there. It also has a Anderson plug socket. That's your normal standard one that fits your just your standard Anderson plug. It's only a 25 amp hour outlet though. You've got your on-off button for your light at the back, which I'll show you in a sec. You've got a solar input here, so you can run a small set of solar panels if you want to charge this up. You've also got the USB cable here. It's a cable, this is a USB-C. That's how you actually charge it. And of course it's got another, I suppose, a different type of charge point there, depending on what charge you're using. And then you've got your your USB pockets, USB sockets, and then you've got your USB-C as well. So it has everything I want. I don't need to use 240 volts. I'm not plugging in anything that's 240 volts into this. It's purely just to run the fridge and be transportable. So at the back you've got a light, which you just hold that button in at the front, and it comes on, and then you can do, I think there's a high and a low from memory, and you click it again, there's low, and you hold it in to turn it off. And then you've got some lights at the front here. There's 4 of them, and that just tells you what the charge range is, fully charged, and I think it's about 5%. So I've got that fully charged as well. It looks pretty robust. It's like a hard plastic. Up here it's got a little carry handle. It weighs about 4.5 kilos from memory. And I also got with it, so I could use it in the car, so the intention will be, this is an 85 watt charger, but it has 3 different ports. It has the USB-C cable that comes with the charger. It also has a normal standard USB, and it also has another one, a 20 watt USB-C. So the plan will be to use that in the car. So I'll plug that into the car socket. The other end will go into the battery, and then the actual fridge, it's got its own socket, and that'll go into the power pack. So that's how it'll be used in the car. But for the exercise, like I said, I've had to buy a couple other fittings and to attach the watt meter. The other thing I also bought with it is, this is the 240 volt charger for the power pack, and that's got several different sockets as well, and that's 100 watt, that one, so it should charge pretty quick. Comes with a cable as well, so I've sort of got all bases covered. If I want to use 240 volt, the plan will be to use it in the car with this. Now, the other thing with this power pack is you can actually charge it in the car, connect in the car and charge it while it's running the fridge. So when you turn it off, the car, it'll run the fridge. As soon as you turn the car back on, you start driving, it charges the power pack, and of course that just keeps the fridge going. So that's basically how that works. So what I thought I'd do next is we'll connect it all up. Okay, so we've got it all set up. I started at about 12:15 p.m. and we'll look at our meter. Hopefully you can read that. We've got, it's drawing about 2.7, 2.8 amps. It's sitting on 13.15 volts. And the watts is about 37, it's drawing about 37, 38 watts at the moment. So it's pretty warm in here. It's 31 at the moment. Disregard the bottom sensor because that's in a different location. It's been running for about 2 hours now. We start at 12:15, 13.53 volts on the battery. It's now 2:39. It's 35 degrees in here now. We started when it was about 31 or thereabouts. Now the fridge is kicked out at the moment, so the amps it's pulling right now is 0.04 or 0.05 of an amp. We've still got 13.22 volts in the battery. That's the temperature inside the fridge at the moment, which is 5 degrees. I've got the setting in the fridge at 4 degrees, and I've got I've got it on maximum power. There's an eco and maximum on the fridge setting, so it's on maximum at the moment. So it's been about 4 hours now, a bit over, and it's sitting on 39 degrees or 39.7 thereabouts, which is close enough to 40. The fridge is just kicked out just as I stood here. I've missed it, I think. That was pumping pretty hard. She was up on 4.0 amps or thereabouts, so I was working it pretty hard. But as you can see, the voltage in the power pack itself is still sitting at 13.13 volts. Now when it was pulling pretty hard, it was pulling it down to 12.98. So with that, that would give us about a 13.13. That's about, still about 65-70% charged to thereabouts. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's like I said, it hasn't been charged as we've gone along or anything. It's just been sitting here on the bench, 40 degrees inside here. Even the bench top is really hot to touch because it's steel, and the top of the fridge, that's pretty warm too, I can tell you that now. So the other thing I should mention is this whole setup that I've got here. That's the power pack, the charge, the 240 volt charger and the 12 volt charger. That all cost $410 delivered. So considering to put something like a permanent setup in your car is around $2 grand just to run a fridge, I think for $410 this is going to do a pretty good job. So with that, I'll say thanks for watching, take it easy, and I'll see you on the next one. If you like this video, don't forget to check out Steps Adventures YouTube channel. I have heaps of videos just like this one, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see other great videos every week, and hit that bell button so you get notifications. Thanks for watching.